People are here. Hi. Yeah, sorry. Hi, Max and Missy. I got a new phone and I'm doing the live on the new phone. I don't know if that'll make a difference, but maybe it will. Hi, Josh. Hi, Alex. Hi, Jason. Yo, also, why did no one tell me this? Like, I love having two phones. I love it so much. I need two phones. I need them for different things, you know? Hello, Queen. How am I? I don't know. I'm good. I'm here. I'm good. Have I ever practiced my award speech in the shower? Never in the shower. I did mock an interview in a bathtub once. And I've thought about going on hot ones. And like I think about this a lot. Going on hot ones. And like this probably isn't that complicated. But like they could provide vegan wings, right? They must have done that before. But I almost wonder, like, I think I'm too good with the heat. I think I'm too good. It wouldn't be, you know, like the best ones are always when the people go a little bit insane, go a little bit insanity. I didn't read it yet. I didn't read the poem yet, Alex. I'm going to find it after this. I did. Who was it? Oh, God, that was like a week ago. I do what I say I'm going to do. I'm going to find the poem after this. I'm really excited. And I really loved what you wrote. Hi, Matthew. Oh, you're here. You said you weren't going to be. Yeah, it's like, it's Easter weekend, right? William, yes, I was thinking about you and I did like look up that artist. And it, yeah, amazing. Thanks for that. I can't even remember. Alberto? The Duck. I forget his name now. The Duck. The song The Duck. Patu, hey, yo boy, hi. Let us see my outfit. This is shorts. There you go. Shorts. Knit shorts. Knit yellow shorts. There you go. How am I getting on with my music? Good. It's like, it's such a, I don't know how to express this. There's like this Ira Glass quote that people love, right? That's like the problem is you have really good taste. You have really good taste, you know what's good. And then when you start making things you're comparing it to your really good taste. And you just have to like stay in it, because your taste is actually like what is kind of like the promise, is like, just stay in it. Like, you have good taste, you'll get there, you'll keep going for that. But I feel like there's something missing in that, like, at some point you just have to trust that like what you do is good, what you make is good as much as anyone else is. And if you're just like, yeah, I like it, whatever, I don't care, like, I stand by this. You could stand behind something at any point in time. Like, do you get that? Like, something can be stupid and you can just like stand behind it and be like, no, it's good. And that will serve you so much more than continuously cutting down your own work and going, oh, but it's not. Because, like, at some point you have to like it. At some point, you have to choose it. You have to choose your own work over someone else's. And I wish like someone had told me that as a little kid. It's like, it's just something I'm like having to struggle a bit with myself of like, but is it? And I'm like, yo, it's yours. Choose you. I don't care about them. They chose themselves. So you choose you, okay? And yeah, the songs are coming. I find like the most exciting part is just like what to make a song about. Like, I don't know. That's what I mean about like your taste, like your inclination, your like your drive, your desire, like that's actually like, that's the gold. And if you just like dedicate yourself to that, the pursuit of that, whatever that means, the fulfillment of that in whatever capacity you have. Oh, this is making me think of a shower thought I had. That's everything. That's everything. Yeah, I was thinking about I don't know who said this. I'm not going to try quoting someone because I'm not exactly sure who said that. But it's like, intelligence is the side effect of solving problems, of solving challenging problems, in whatever way you want to look at that, right? There's different kinds of intelligence, right? So instead of it being like, so if you want to be intelligent in any capacity, it's like, look at what problems will get you there. What are the things that are like, that you can't figure out, that you would have to like, you would have to rise yourself to that level in order to be able to figure them out. And that's what this seems to me too. It's like, what do you want to make? Don't worry about like whether you can make it or whether you're good enough, or like, don't worry about that. It's just like, what do you want to make? What does it sound like? What are you thinking of? And then the application of that will create like you to be someone who can produce that. Does that make sense? Go after what's exciting and inspiring, and like, and trust that the thing, like the idea itself, will raise you to its own level. Gilberto. I was thinking like Alberto. Gilberto. Yeah. Cool. I love that you're into that kind of music. That's very like, my cousin would love that. You think it was cursed? Yo, it was, hi Adam. I'm not gonna lie, like, I've been dealing with things this week. And yeah, and like, I really like struggle sometimes in knowing like, should I rush? Should I just do it? Like, what's actually the best thing For me, should I show up? Should I not? Should I give myself a break? I'm just like, I have a tough time with that. So Wednesday, I was dealing with things, but I was like, okay, I'll go live because it'll kind of ground me in some normalcy. But I kind of feel like I was given this like grace by something outside of me, that I didn't have to be live on Wednesday. I'm on. Hi. Happy Easter. Oh yeah, it's Easter. What's going on with you guys? Sorry, I don't know what I want my hair to do right now. I might just opt out of Easter this year. Can I do that? Pass. You've been on, really? Adam, you've been on a journey? You want to share? Did I eat fish on Friday? No. I don't eat fish. I eat cereal and toast. Still figuring out my life. I have no idea how I'm gonna succeed. You don't have to know the how. You definitely don't have to know the how. It's not your job. That's not your job. It's not even your job to figure out your life. I think that's a thought that really messes up some people. It's like, when are you gonna figure your you gotta figure out your life. Like, who said life is to be like figured out? Okay, everything's in its place. It's done. It's done. Look, it's done. My life, it's done. Look, isn't it good and pretty? Like, it's like some like show and tell thing that you like take to class. Look, I figured it out. It keeps going. It's figured out right now. It is what it is right now. It's a perfect life right now. And you just keep playing with it. What you actually mean probably is like you want some kind of clarity or peace around it. You want it to feel good. You want it to feel exciting. You want it to unfold well. You want it to be something you love. A candy at Easter egg? What? Hi, Joshua. Then what is your job if not that? Okay, so your job is not to figure out how. I mean, and the reason why I'm like, that's definitely not your job, is because I just know, like, don't you have evidence of like things working out and you're like, yeah, I did not plan for that. I did not expect that. If anything, I was like trying for something and then that didn't happen and something else came along. Like, I definitely have lots of instances of that. So it's not your job to figure out how. It's just your job to decide. Like, you're like, oh, I want to be successful. Cool. Done. Like, honestly, that's your job. Success. And then whatever comes your way, you're like, I already like decided where I'm going. So this must be on the way to that. It's not show and tell. It's for you. It's for you. Your life is for you. And also, like, what if you don't have the big picture yet? This is actually good because it's like what I want to talk about. Like, what if you're like, this? What's wrong with this piece? And you're not like allowing yourself the possibility to like step out and be like, oh, up close, that piece looks like really crazy and messy, but I just hadn't filled in the rest. Something else than the majority, Adam. Okay. I'm very individualistic. Yes, amazing. Okay. Is that a good feeling or a bad feeling? Like, do you like that? Joshua, then leave. My life is largely in chaos and I'm trying so hard to control it all. Okay. So, Alex, like, what do you want? What do you want your life to feel like? Because, like, the control is like the trying to control it, right? Is confirming the chaos. You wouldn't be doing that if it wasn't chaotic. So, if it was the way you want it to be, first of all, like, what is that way? What would that feel like? And then, what would you be in response to that? Hi, Andres. I'm okay. Thanks. You still need control. Something really annoying is that control like exists on a sliding scale to your capacity to trust. The more control you have, actually, the less you need to control. The more you can let go. The more you can just be like, yeah, someone else is taking care of that, right? Like, Like the king gets to do whatever he wants because he has so much control. You feel both blessed and cursed, put it that way. Okay, I get that. Is it possible that you can be like a complete individual? I'm just rolling with this chat today. Is it possible that you can be a complete individual, like black sheep? I don't know. And it doesn't mean that you're like isolated in any way. That like if anything you're like so welcomed and embraced for being that. Because I think sometimes that's like something that we conflate that doesn't need to bounce off each other. Like, oh, I can't be an individual. I can't be like unique or different and be with others. And that's like, those two things don't necessarily contradict each other. I can be a complete individual and exist with everyone else easily and happily. And everyone embraces me for that. And yeah, it's good that you're different because it means like, okay, I'm not playing the game of like trying to be like everyone else. So what game am I playing? Like, what's right for me? That's the only game. That's the only game there is. Really. My mind and emotions being at peace and reacting to things how I want them to. Amazing. Okay. 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 So let's say like your mind is at peace, your emotions, like you're living like you're reacting in a way that feels good. How would you be with yourself? How would you be with life? Would you be trying to control? If it was just like naturally happening, you'd be like, oh, okay. Oh, I'm all right. I've been all right for a really long time now. I can trust that I'm all right. And like paradoxically, by doing that, you like step into what you just said. So like if you catch yourself in times when you're thinking like, no, these emotions aren't right. No, this mindset isn't right. Actually, what happens if you're just like, no, actually it does. It's fine. I can relax about this. I'm okay with this. Because that's what you want, actually. Like, you don't want to have to control it because you want it to just be like, fine. So you can just drop into that. Always. Something I wanted, I don't know if I'll like actually get to talking about what I wanted to do, but something I wanted to talk about today was, I think sometimes we chase feelings. Like, and we try to force feelings or we try to block feelings instead of using them like a map or a compass. And at any given point in time, you can just be like, how do I want to feel right now? You know, you're allowed to do this, right? I feel like someone needed to tell me this too. At any point in time, you're allowed to ask yourself, how do I want to feel right now? Regardless of like the circumstances. And then the follow-up is, okay, what could I choose to believe? Choose to believe right now. You don't need to like force the belief. What can I choose to believe or choose to think right now that would align with that feeling that I want to have? Because you're allowed to choose, like, you're allowed to make this mean anything. You're allowed to believe anything about this. You know that, right? You're free. You're free in that sense. So I want to feel peaceful right now. What can I choose to believe about this circumstance? And like, if there's any part of you that like a siren goes off and you're like, I'm not allowed, like that's not okay. I mean, think about like EMT responders. Are they like, you're having a heart? Like, no, they're calm. They're relaxed. They're put together. They know that's not the energy that's like useful in that moment. What if you were like accepting and allowing and loving to yourself through all of it because you're like, this is okay. This is all okay. And then the more that you do that, the more you're going to be like, I'm always okay. Like you're going to cultivate this like safety within yourself that's actually what you want. It's the only place it can actually exist. And it's going to bleed out. So yeah, it's just like, how do I want to feel right now? What do I actually want this experience to be? What could I think? What else could I think about this in order to feel that? That would like make that feeling make sense. Is it just like, this will work out, this isn't that big a deal, or like, it's gonna be okay, or this is a blip, or this is actually great. I don't know how, but this is great. What? I don't know. What is it for you? I can fit it in a certain way. Sorry, I'm having like so many conversations. Depends on how much I feel it possible under the given circumstance. Yeah, I get it. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna like talk about, so I titled this like breakdowns, partly because of this week for me. Sorry, I actually needed that talk for myself. How do I want to feel right now? What do I want this to be? Yes. Okay, I wanted to give you guys like an analogy. But sometimes like things don't look pretty. Okay, it doesn't look like I'm on the up and up. It doesn't look like it. It looks like, what the hell is happening? Like I decided something for myself. I'm like manifesting or meditating, or I'm like choosing, I'm stepping into like something else. I'm deciding different things. I'm acting differently. I'm feeling differently. I'm thinking differently. And things around you can feel like chaotic, maybe, right? Or it can seem like things are like breaking apart or breaking away. And I'm not going to say that like it has to be this way. But it can happen, and it doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. It just might mean that actually like what was holding those things in place was like this survivor mentality, trying to like hold on to whatever it could in order to survive, and trying to like hold on to things that weren't actually like what you wanted. Like, if you actually got to choose, it's not what you would choose for yourself, but it's what you got. It's what you got. It's what you like. It's what was available. It's what showed up for you. And you think like, well, at least I have this. And I need to hold on to it. And then you start changing. And you start discovering that actually you want a lot more for yourself. And you've been settling. But it's still like the ground beneath your feet. And when it starts breaking down, you're like, I didn't sign up for that. It's just supposed to get better and better. It's supposed to feel good all the time. It's supposed to be like exciting and wonderful and What is this? What is this? What am I doing wrong? If you start thinking that, like, I'm doing something wrong, no, no, we don't allow ourselves to think that way. If it's breaking down, amazing. 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 You don't need it anymore. Amazing. You've moved past that. Something else is going to come in now. And that might be painful for a variety of reasons. It might be really scary because you don't know, like, you don't know, like, what's going to replace it or how this is going to work out. It might be like all of those things, but it doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. It means you don't need those things anymore. And I was thinking about this in terms of, like, I don't know, it just feels fitting with spring. And then I'm not going to make like an Easter reference about this, but it's kind of relevant too. Okay, imagine in the fall, like, the leaves start to fall and you go, oh no, what did I do? And you start like trying to tape the leaves back to the branches because you're like, no, we need those to stay. We need everything to stay, okay? We need it to stay. And you just like go around the neighborhood taping up leaves. But you don't do that. You don't do that because you know that's just like part of it. The leaves fall and then winter comes. And winter is like super sparse and bare and kind of ugly. I think winter is like beautiful because like it's paradoxically like the most revealing time because the trees are naked, but then at the same time the earth is just like covered and hibernating. So the sky is like naked reaching arms, and it's dark and it's cold, and if you didn't know what was coming, it would be like, this is it. It's over. But you know what's coming. You know, it's just like part of it. It goes through that cycle and then it comes out the other end, and then spring comes. And even like spring is kind of ugly and dirty, and there's mud and it's brown and it's raining. And it just goes on and on and on like that, right? And then summer's freaking too hot and like, you know, and yes, you don't have to go through any of that. You can just move to Southern California. That's an option too. There's seasons there too. There's seasons, right? And things break down. And that's a really good thing. That's a really, really, really good thing. If you're into skincare, like, we like exfoliants because we want the dead skin off. We're not like trying to like put it back on. We want it off. Okay? So let the dead skin come off and grieve in any way that you need to. And grieve the time that you spent trying to fix it, trying to tape those leaves back on. What if this is part of it? What if it's so good? What if there's like beauty in the breakdown? Like, I love all the seasons. I do. I love like every moment of it. It's so beautiful. It's so heartbreaking. It's so tumultuous. Yes, I guess it's chaotic. I guess. We're like spinning. We're spinning in space. What's even happening? The sun somehow like rises every morning. What's even happening? Like, there's so much chaotic order. I feel like that's like what governs everything, is chaotic order. Straight lines where they shouldn't exist. And so, yeah, the conversation was a lot about control. Like, really, you have as much control as you can let go, as you can trust. If you're sovereign, if you're in control, you don't need to do anything. Like in acting, whatever, or like whenever you're watching movies, come on, you know this. Like anyone playing a position, like a high status position, they're the one who's like the most still, the most unruffled, the most free. They don't need to do anything. They don't need to flip out. But if they do, it's justified. They get to do what they want, and they get to not do what they want. Okay? So if things are breaking down, you have the opportunity, right? You always have opportunity to go, oh, good. I guess I don't need that. I guess something better is on its way. If that feels better for you. If there's something that you're like, no, actually, it would feel better, like, I don't know how, but I want this to make it so that it comes back even better. You're allowed that too. Like, you just have options, but what feels right? What do you want? And don't make anything mean that you're not getting what you want, that it's not working out for you. But like, give yourself your power back. If you're thinking that out there is defining you in any way, and is defining like your story in any way. It doesn't tell a story. Like, it doesn't. It doesn't say who you are. It really doesn't. You do. It gives you like a bunch of like weird data points that you piece together. So let things break down if that feels better. If it feels better to trust, like, okay, new. I'm ready for new. And if you're like, no, I still want that, but obviously there was something that wasn't working in it, then this is part of that. This is part of that thing, like repurposing itself. And yeah, I mean, going back to that thing of like feelings, let like feelings be your compass points. I feel like a lot of, I don't know, I was thinking about this. I was thinking about the phrase like, you should be ashamed of yourself. And I think on some levels, like, I think everyone's like had that experience of like someone telling another person like how they should feel, how like terrible they should feel right now. And then you're like, okay, I guess I have to live here now. And it's not that like you should always avoid negative feelings, but it's that like you're still free inside of them. They're just feelings. You're always free. Okay? And like, and with anything, sometimes like, I don't know, just sometimes our relationship to like emotions can get murky. And at any point you can just be like, in its simplest form, what do I want to feel right now? What do I want to feel about this situation? And like, that's your North Star. I just want to feel this. And what would I need to believe? What could I choose to believe? It can be like super soft. Doesn't have to, like, you don't have to jump to like a huge new belief, I don't know, whatever, belief system. It could just be like, what could I choose to believe about this moment? As opposed to all the things that I'm choosing to believe that feel bad. Like, that's all that's happening when you're feeling bad, is you're choosing beliefs. You're choosing them in the moment, now, that make you feel that way. And for some reason, maybe because someone told you, you think that's right. You think that's warranted. You think that's like correct. You're doing it right. This is correct. What do you want to feel right now? How do you want to feel about your life today? Today, right now, how do you want to feel about your life? How do you want to feel about yourself? Be honest. How do you actually want to feel about yourself? Not like, what do you think you can get? How do you want to feel about yourself? Not what do you think is appropriate. How do you want to feel? How do you want to think? How do you want to be? How do you want to be right now? Be that. Like nothing is stopping you. So it's like, I don't know, I guess I'm kind of like laying out a formula for you guys. It's just like, how do you want to feel in this moment? How do you want to walk into this thing? What beliefs would align with that? What beliefs would get you closer? Is it just like, maybe everyone isn't out to get me? That could be it. If that gets you closer, that's the thought. That's the thought of the day. Maybe I am okay. Maybe something good is gonna happen after this. It's probably gonna work out better than I plan. Good things have happened to me before. Not all of my fears materialize. I'm okay. At least one person on this planet likes me. Whatever it is. And just trust, like, anytime that you feel out of control, because that seems to be like a thing, I don't know, just remind yourself, like, I'm the king or something. And the king doesn't, like, negotiate with terrorists. You know, or like the king doesn't, like, react. How do I want to feel? What if it was easy? What if I can make this easy and fun? What if it was fun? What if it was beautiful? What if this moment right here that I'm like so against? What if it's really, really beautiful? Is there any person on this planet that would think this moment is beautiful? Maybe this moment's okay. Maybe it's working out. Maybe I'm actually like really, really, really smart and attractive. Maybe it's about to get like so good. Because all those like bad realities that you're coming from and trying to like fight against, they're only that because like you wrote it like that. That's what you're running from. That's what you're trying to avoid again. Things that you wrote down. Things that you decided those moments meant. It's just yourself. And that's not like an opportunity to hate yourself. That's just like, oh, okay. She thought she was faithfully transcribing what was happening, but actually she was writing the story. I know they feel real. I'm not going to say that they're not real. It's just that, like, Imagine your life is the Velveteen Rabbit. Imagine like existence as the Velveteen Rabbit, right? And how does the Velveteen Rabbit, like, how is she made real? And so you love it. And like by choosing to invest in what you actually love, what you actually love, what you actually want to feel, right? You make that real as well. You've been dedicating yourself like so painstakingly, so faithfully to things you actually didn't want to believe in. But they told you like, no, you should believe in this. It's safer, or it's better, or it's like more accurate. What do you want to make real? What do you want to love into being? Hey, private. Cool, Adam. Your mind's like amazing. I feel like people don't explore it. Is that the right word? They just go in loops. If I'm not comfortable with something, I try to reprogram my thoughts in connection to those things. Amazing. Yeah, and like use we have all this technology now that actually like, well, it's working as like a perfect mirror, but use all those like metaphors and analogies like exactly. Think of it like a code. And you're like, oh, it's just a code. Backspace. Backspace. What do I want? But like the computer can't just like, you have to put it in the right code. You have to put it in. But then it's gonna run it, right? You don't have to like be the computer. You put in the code. You don't have to control that. You have to figure out how to prompt the thing that you want. You're very inflexible. I feel like I'm at a constant battle between life and its laws, almost like it's a conscious being. Interesting. Yeah? So you're like trying to wrestle life to the ground a bit? That makes sense. What if it's just you? Like it's just a mirror, right? It's just you. You're just like living in yourself. That's me. Everything I've chosen, everything I've thought, everything I've believed in. Now I get to step out into it. So what if it's not something to fight? It's like it's something that's working seamlessly with you. Josh, do you meditate? I think meditation is like wonderful. My only like trepidation around it is I feel like it's become a bit I feel like it's been not like weaponized, but it's been become like it's a tool in the toolkit. And it's like this thing that something that just like really, really turns me off is when people are like, you should meditate. Sorry. And they use it as this like I don't know. Not everyone needs to. I really believe that. Not everyone needs to. And you're not better than other people for meditating, you know? It's like people are like, you need to get this amount of sleep or you need to take these supplements. Like that's what I don't like about meditation is it's become kind of westernized, I guess. Something to do to like prove you're doing life right. But you're right. It can organize your thoughts, but it can do lots of things. So I would just say like, If it feels good, do it. If you get something from it, do it. But don't ever like make yourself wrong if it's not for you. Alex. I mean, like, you sent me that poem. Well, and like what you wrote to me. I guess it's just like, what if like you lived your day and you're like, all of this is for me. Like you wrote about how like the stars are for you. All of this is for me, not like against me, not like I did like proving you wrong in some way or like threatening you. What if it's for you? All of this is like loving me. This is proof of how much life loves me. What if you go out and you look for that? You go out and you like scavenger hunt proof that life loves you. And it'll be really like I'm like, oh, I should do that. It'll be really annoying if you're anything like me, because you'd be like, God damn it. There's too much. You feel unrealistic. But you decide what's real. Make it realistic. Make it like so realistic that people are like, yeah, but life is hard. You're like, that's crazy. That is crazy that you think that. That is unrealistic. That is insane. You think that? Okay. Prove that wrong. Hey, Immune Cookie. It's almost 1 o'clock. Today was really good. Hope you guys, I know you guys got something from it. You just woke up, JJ. I think it's like really alarming when you start to see like, oh shit. I could have been thinking anything this whole time. I've been like, choosing, like, I'm this, and then like trying to circumvent that and dedicating my life to something I didn't need to choose ever in the first place. That's what I mean about like, sometimes the breakdown is like, you're grieving like lost time, lost opportunity. Like lost possibility. And that's okay. Because now you have more clarity. That's 5 hours below British time. Thanks, JJ. Thanks, Justin. It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna like say this until I'm blue in the face. Like, you're allowed to like decide anything about yourself right now. Permanently. Permanently. allowed. And the only reason you don't is because you think, it's because like someone told you like, that's not true. But that person saying that is the like, there's like two people speaking. Who says that this guy's right? You're right. Okay, you're right. You're the judge. You're the jury. This guy says, no, you're not that. He's not right until you agree with him. Because you live in your friggin' little reality. And you go, oh, but it's because this guy told me to believe in this. And now I'm stuck here trying to deal with this thing that this guy gave me. Someone gives you like a shitty candle. You don't have to light it for the rest of your life. And it's definitely not that guy's fault. Your room doesn't have to smell like cheap peach for the rest of your life. But you might have to open some windows to get it out. Laundries. Is it thundering where you are? Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I love you guys so much. I really do. And I really admire your willingness to to look, to ask questions, to question things, you know, to turn over the leaves and look at what's under there, to want better for yourselves. I'm really grateful for it. Yeah, and you guys have this, okay? It's all working out. It's all working out. And your life is beautiful right now. Right now. Right now. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It might be a beautiful mess, but it's beautiful. And it's still going. So it's going to be okay, all right? Okay, I love you. Bye.